Welcome to the Grub Enthusiast Grubcast, where we're on a mission to find the best places to eat, drink, and have a good time. And occasionally, we get to sit down with some of the amazing food artists that make that possible. Thank you for listening as usual. If you like what you hear, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the show. So I've been waiting on this place to open up for probably 3 or 4 months now. I didn't know what it was for the first 6 weeks. And then this sign popped up, said Shabu-Works, San Marcos. You and I have been a Shabu fan for 20 years.
Yep.
And we started going to this place north of Olympic Boulevard in West Los Angeles about that time. Sadly enough, it just recently closed. It was called Mizu 212, 212 being the temperature of boiling water. And it was the coolest, chicest place that I'd ever been to when I first saw it 20 years ago. And I was just happening along my old stomping grounds over there off of Sawtell, north of Olympic, near Bar Hermanito, another place right there on that street. And when I was a boy, up until I was about 17, 18 years old, there used to be a place called Ketchy's Stand, a.k.a. Lonnie's, on Sawtell. I can't think of the street. Purdue? No, not Purdue. Purdue runs the same direction. Has to be. It's just off one of the side streets. I remember telling a friend of mine from high school, from my Culver City area, I said, we got to go this place, Lonnie's, north of Olympic, to get these hot dogs and tacos and burgers. We got to go up there. He says, oh, man, we got to go way up there? I said, yeah. We drive up there about 1985 or 4, and the place had been demolished. Somebody ran through it with a truck. And this is exactly in the same spot, the same space. This is where it is. And when I went in the first time, I was in love. I mean, you had your own little pot of fluid. It used to be water to put a little kombu, seaweed in there, and you'd throw all the raw meats and vegetables, and you create your own little sauces with the sesame puree and the soy and the chili. It was just amazing. And we loved going in there. We took the kids in there when they were little. I got to admit, I was really sad to hear that it had gone. It had closed, because I really wanted to get back in there before it did. Mm-hmm. But it's gone. And just coincidentally, they say when God closes the door, he opens a window. Isn't that right? Right across the street from this place I go to all the time, they have this place, Shabu-Works. And I said, oh, buddy. But you know what? I had doubts. Because you and I had recently gone to a Shabu place probably about a year ago, over there in Bressie Ranch or
where's that?
Carlsbad. Remember that place we went to? We had to drive like 30 minutes to go out towards the coast, and it was another Shabu place.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's how unmemorable it was. I didn't care for it, but because I'm always comparing it to the original one.
Yeah.
See, and it's a mistake on my end.
We've gone to another one, over there in like Mira Mesa, like Convoy.
Yes, I didn't like that one either.
I know. I mean, it was okay, but it still wasn't as good as the one in West LA. So, yeah. So I guess I didn't really have high hopes for this one either.
No.
But
it was still going to scratch the itch.
Heck yeah, it's going to scratch the itch because we haven't had it in a long time. And
I'm going to be honest, they do things a little differently over here.
Yeah.
They do. But some are good.
I'm not sure that I like what they do, but...
Well, there's things I do like, mm-hmm. Things that they can be improved. Mm-hmm. But it is an all-you-can-eat buffet.
That's what I don't like.
Okay. It is not inexpensive. For lunch, I think it was $32.99. And this time, they were charging $37.99, even though it was the middle of the day. Because it was like a holiday, I guess.
Holiday.
I don't remember the deal. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, everything that I had was save for one thing. Save for one thing wasn't that impressive. Right? You said those lobster rolls weren't that impressive.
Oh, lobster balls.
The lobster roll.
The ball.
The little ball.
Like a little ball.
Yeah. You said that wasn't very good.
It was just,
But if I'm not mistaken, you correct me when I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. First of all, they bring you the raw meat to the table. Pretty much that's all they bring. And the rest of it is on a buffet kind of cafeteria kind of thing.
Right.
So they have like a drink bar, which all the drinks are included, save for the alcohol. Mm-hmm. No alcohol included, but certainly teas, sodas, things like that, all included. Plus, they have a dessert thing, which they have like
Shave ice.
a shave ice thing with toppings and whatever. They have like this pre-made food section, like a bar or 2 bars of pre-made dishes, fried rice, wontons, chicken katsu, pork katsu,
right. And like karagi chicken,
some kind of noodles like udon.
Well, the udon and the ramen are for the pot.
Oh, okay. So they have a bar of fresh ingredients that go into the shabu.
So there's a cooked section, and then there's the raw section for the shabu.
Yeah, and then they give you a couple different options as to kind of broth that you're going to use.
Yes.
And there's something I noticed this time, and I don't think I noticed it before because I don't drink it. I don't eat that much. I really like hot tea or hot liquid with my food. I've come to like that, especially Asian food for whatever reason. Hot tea, I don't know, kind of washes everything down, seems to help the digestion. I don't know the answers to it, but I always like it. I asked for that. They didn't have it this time. No big deal. But
it seemed odd though.
It did, but maybe that's going to change. Yeah. But I found out one thing that really made me happy is that I could drink the broth at the end of the meal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was great about that is it kind of simulated that hot tea, and it was incredibly flavorful.
Yeah.
Right?
So you get that's the one thing. Sometimes I don't like when the restaurants give you like so many options. You just don't know which way to go. They have a lot of options on just the broth alone, right? And you can pick 2 broths. And so you did pick this, we picked one of the more generic ones. God, I wish I'm gonna open it up so I can see what it was. But I know it was a tonkatsu broth.
Okay.
But it was the garlic one. Oh, here it is. Garlic miso. Garlic miso tonkatsu. So we got that one, and then we got the Mongolian, which is supposed to be a little more spicy. So yeah. So, but you liked both of them.
I liked them both, and I kept mixing them. I kept drinking them.
I honestly didn't. I couldn't tell you that they were so significantly different.
And you're right. You're right. But I did love, again, all the accumulative flavors from the cooking.
Right.
Because
as you add your stuff, it's gonna.
Yeah, you're putting in sauces, you're putting in meats, you're putting in the vegetables, and they're all leaving their traces in the broth, and it's just beautiful to guzzle a big cup of that down at the end of the meal. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. But you know what I did do that is different from going to the one we went to in LA, the original one, is that there's so much pre-cooked food in the all-you-can-eat buffet part. Mm-hmm. I doubled down on the food, the pre-cooked food before, because you know what? I'm always confused at a buffet. You know, I'm always saying to myself, don't eat that much because you're not a hog. Okay. And but yet you want to make a value out of the thing when you're paying a top dollar. So you're kind of torn. I want to try a bit of everything, but you really overeat. You always overeat at a buffet. I do.
What I don't necessarily like though about the buffets is I don't think it has to do with COVID. That just kind of solidified it. I just don't like buffets because everybody is touching this stuff. Everybody can be over there infecting it with whatever germs and sicknesses they have. So I don't really like that. But now that COVID's kind of not a big thing, here we go. We're back with the buffet, and there was a lot of people touching a lot of stuff, so I get a little freaked out about it. But
okay, well, I wasn't paying attention to any of that. I was paying attention to what my stomach wanted, and my stomach wanted all of that delicious fried chicken and pork. It wanted a big pile of that delicious fried rice.
I don't even know if I had the fried rice.
I did. I had 2 plates of that rice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because it was delicious. Mm-hmm. And I loaded up to the hill. I was not quite at the F, in the fuel gauge. It wasn't all the way on full, but it was like leaning up against the F.
Yeah.
Right. Then we got the shabu meat come to the table. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? What?
And you're like, I'm already full.
I am dying over here, but I'm going to continue eating because I don't want to waste the raw meat that's on the table.
Yeah.
I refuse
Yeah.
to walk away from this table with that raw meat, with that being uncooked.
I was right there with you. Lucky for me. I didn't eat as much on the other stuff, but because I wanted to taste all this. But normally you and I can go, when we used to go to Mizo 212, we would each have our own plates of meat and eat it.
Well, that was the only thing.
A lot.
That was the only thing, though. That was
right. So that's the thing. Here, you're loading up on all of this already pre-cooked stuff from the buffet.
Don't put too fine of a point on loading up. You are, but I'm just saying, don't make it out be negative. The food is lovely. Oh. It's delicious. Okay. It's flavorful. It's well cooked. It's and some of it is, it's dying a little bit because it's sitting in the buffet under a hot light or under a tray.
Yeah.
But you can still tell that if it comes out, fresh, it is perfectly cooked. Beautiful. Flavors are delicious. Sauces are good. They got all the different kinds of chilies. They got the oyster sauce and the soy sauce
There was one thing too, and we didn't talk about it because I was like, I'm not going to point this out to you, but I have a question for you. When we used to go to Mizu 212, they always gave us the two sauces, right? You've got your like sesame type sauce, right? And then you've got your other soy sauce, whatever type of sauce.
My understanding of that was that it was a sesame puree.
Okay.
That was what I understood.
Okay. And then the other like soy sauce type thing. And we would always put
daikon,
the radish.
Daikon radish.
We also on our table always had these three little things of different chilies.
Yeah.
They didn't have that.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I was wondering if you noticed that and missed it.
I did because I think that contributed to the really fantastic flavors.
Well, that's what, because you were like, I'm trying to get the right bite. I'm trying to get and I was trying to too.
Yeah.
And, I got the chilies that I did see there, but they didn't have the fresh Thai, chilies that you can put in there and that are super spicy.
Right.
So,
well, you know what? They're new. I'm going to give them some slack. They've been open 5 minutes.
Wait a minute, but they're not new because this is a chain. They have this in Mira Mesa.
No, but I'm talking about, I'm sure they brought over a couple of servers from their existing places to kind of get everything up and running, but it was only the first week they'd been open.
Oh, okay.
Like, literally, I think they opened up, if I'm not mistaken, you can't quote me here. I believe they could have been open the first day on Christmas Eve day, the 23rd or 24th. I believe that to be the case.
Oh, okay.
And then we went in there when?
The day after Christmas.
Right. So what, 4 or 5 days after they open, I'm going to give them a little bit of time. I'm going to give them 2 weeks. So in 1 week we can scour the earth with their name.
Okay.
But
no. I mean, listen, I got my fix. I'm happy. I just got to dial it in. Like with Mizu, I never had to dial it in. Like they came, the server would come right there, help you mix your little concoctions of whatever, and you're good to go. And everything tasted delicious. Here, you got to work at it yourself. You got to figure it out, dial it in, right? Try and figure out exactly how you want it to taste. So,
I believe that if they can keep moving, okay, let's say bring on the hot tea. That seems like a necessity. Have hot tea. And I enjoyed some of the cold drinks they had on tap. They were good. But you know what? Maybe I'm old school, but hot tea, hot jasmine, hot green, something. I think that'd be great. Okay. Maybe they'll get a little chili, a couple extra chilies over time. Maybe they just don't even know about it. I don't know. I don't know the answer, but I think that it needs that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it was good. Good. I mean, I $37.99. I'm not doing it all the time, but
that's just the dinner price.
Yeah.
And I think you said it's $32 for the
lunch.
It's not. It's actually less. It's $27.95.
Oh boy, even better.
Yeah. The $32.95 price that you're talking about, that is if you're a member.
Oh.
And remember, we're like, well, what is a member? And they're like, well, you got to pay $35 to be a member. And I'm like, well, wait. And then they're like, and you'll get one free meal or something like that. And we're like, well, wait a minute. So we're paying $35, but you're getting one free meal. So that kind of is a wash right there because you're
Yep.
kind of paying for that
Yep.
meal. And the only way to get that member price is, and that member price is $5 off of the normal,
Yeah.
which then when you calculate it out, it's like you got to go at least
6
once,
more times.
Yeah, well, like I'm saying, like at least once every other month or once
Yeah.
every month to make this worth your value.
Yeah.
And we're never going to be there once a month. It's just not going to happen.
No, it won't.
So
You know what? I'll guarantee this though. I'll want to go when it rains.
heck yeah, such good
Yeah.
cold weather
Yeah.
food.
Let's make a date. Let's make a date. Next
Okay.
time it rains, we
Okay.
have a couple days of big rain. It's
Okay.
cold. We'll go in there.
All right, perfect. I'm in because the winter's here. So
Yeah.
and I'm sure we're going to get a storm sooner or later.
Yeah.
Right now we're in the 60s and 70s, so not likely.
Yeah. But soon enough.
Soon enough.
Soon enough.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but I mean, look, man, if you like hot pot, if you like shabu, and you want to experience some like soba or some udon or some katsu, and you want to have something fresh and light, you want some broth, some hot, steaming broth to wash everything down. This is a great place. I'll go back again for sure.
Yeah, I do love shabu. I just, I'm still, I got to get my brain, out of the whole buffet thing that kind of bugs me. I don't know.
Well,
Just not.
yeah, that's something you're either going to embrace or not.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it too. If you go to the buffet, you just get all the raw stuff, right? All the raw vegetables. It's all going to go into the hot pot and you're going to cook it up and whatever germ I'm assuming will be cooked away.
Ideally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I probably stuck more to that as opposed to all the
I don't know.
other stuff.
It's really weird. I mean, again, I'm a weird person. You know that. I don't run from germs. I don't like them being coughed on me. Like if someone's got a cold and they're all in your face. No, but
But that people will go to these places, be all sick and coughing all over the place.
look, if I'm in a place, I always are very cognizant of people who are sick around me. If they're coughing or slurping or wiping their face, I'm
like stay
stay
away
over
from
there. Yeah. But I didn't see any of that. And it's not that time of the year right now. Coming up January, February, March, it's going to be a lot of rain. People will be sick. But that's not going to stop me from going. And if I'm in the mood for that, it's not stopping me.
It won't stop me, and it will stop me from the other cooked stuff, but it won't stop me from the raw where I can cook it away.
Sure. Yeah, but we've eaten in some pretty sketchy places.
Yeah,
you and me, and we've been fine.
Yeah,
we've been
I think
fine.
we have iron stomachs.
You know what? But I think we've cultivated that. I think an iron stomach is cultivated. I don't believe it's just given.
No.
As a matter of fact, I've heard from many a chef that they have iron stomachs, and I think it's just you're putting a wide variety of things raw and cooked in your belly. You're not just sticking to. Some people stick to fast food. They stick to I only eat Italian or I only eat pasta or I only eat this. That is not us. We eat everything. We go to all different kinds of restaurants and different nationalities and different cuisines, seafood, whatever, barbecue. We don't care.
We do not discriminate.
If it's good, it's good. We don't care. Oh, as a matter of fact, I did think of a place though, and it brought to my attention. I think you mentioned Bahamas, or we were talking about Bahamas just now. Mm-hmm. I still think of the Polo Lounge, Polo Club.
Polo Club, yeah.
I still think about it.
Oh my God, it's so good.
If you haven't heard, it's a place in Nassau, Bahamas, and it's a locals joint, and they have all the local fare. It's a place that could only survive with locals because no tourists go to this place. And
I don't think that's true. I mean, some tourists go.
I'm going to be honest with you. When I told you that day that I was going to ask, and I talked to a couple of locals that were working at the hotel, and they told me the standard line. Go to Germain's. What was that? There was a big chain of places. A chain of restaurants, like a Arby, like a Sizzler. It's a chain of restaurants that serve this type of food, but it's all like almost like a Olive Garden.
Is that the one that we went to across and we had?
Yes.
So awful.
It was terrible. It was like cafeteria food. It was the ambiance sucked. It was no good. But it was the place that they pointed all the tourists at. Okay, so we went there. It was abysmal. I think somebody had a burger, if I recall.
I don't know. I think I've just put it out of my mind
terrible.
completely. It was so bad.
But then I said, I want to go to a place where they have the best food that this area has to offer. Because we'd been to a few places in the hotel that had nothing to do with Bahamas. They did not address the cuisine of the local area at all. So I asked some people who worked there. I said, hey, I pull them aside. I said, hey man, where do I go for the good food? And they looked at me like, you want the good food, huh? And then of course, some of them said, hey, go back to that Jermaine's place or whatever.
Oh, and we're like, are you kidding? That's horrible.
And they're like, they said it with that stupid smile, like, ha, 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 ha. You're like, yeah, you should go there. Like, they know it's bad. But I'm sure the company says, hey, tell everybody to go over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I finally got somebody to tell me where to go for real. And they sent me to the Polo Club. And the Polo Club is not near the campus of the resort. It's over a bridge, a few miles down the road, and it's a locals place. It's off the beaten path. It's not going to be easy to get at. It's not going to be for everybody. But
No.
But the food and the experience was amazing. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that quality, that level of quality that is just not common. So,
Yep. But I do miss it. I want that lamb. What did I have? I had the mutton.
all of it, man. All
Curry
of it.
mutton. Yeah, the mutton curry.
Yeah, the conch, the conch fish was there. Everything. Everything was just, and the best part about it is that, I don't want to get too far into this, but I remember when we talked to the lady, she was so nice that she says, oh, you're having this and you're having that and you're having this. I'll take care of you. And when she came back, everybody had their primary thing, whatever they ordered, but they had a bunch of little bowls, sampling of all the food she had. And all of it was amazing.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I don't know how we got on that now.
I don't either.
So
I don't either.
But look, get back to the what was it?
Shabu.
Shabu. Go there.
Oh, Shabu-Works.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shabu-Works.
Yeah.
It's on what is it? What street?
Oh God, I don't know. Let me pull it up.
It's Grand.
Yeah, I think it's grand. That sounds right. Let's see. Here we go. About us. Oh, maybe it's going to be in the About Us section here. Let's see.
Could be on
No.
Google.
I'm on Google. I got to back up even more. I was already like on the menu section. Shabu-Works San Marcos, 575 Grand Avenue.
And it just opened up.
It's in that same parking lot with
Best Buy.
Best Buy with In-N-Out Burger.
Now Kava. Kava's in there as well.
Is that open also?
I believe it's opening soon if it isn't already open.
Oh, okay. I've never been to one of those. I know it's a
No, I've
chain.
heard a lot. As a matter of fact, I thought Kava. Oh, they must be serving sparkling wine.
I thought the same thing, and then it was like, no, it's not
They
that.
don't do that. Sandwiches and soup, I guess.
Yeah.
So Kava's there, next to Chipotle, and then there's this place, Shabu-Works, and what's the other place? There's Kava. There's Shabu-Works, and there's one other joint opening there.
I don't know. No idea.
I can't remember right now.
But anyway, that's in that shopping center.
If you know where Best Buy is, you know where it is. It's right there.
Oh yeah, and the other places, those are the big Winco,
Winco, my new store.
Total
Winco is
Wine.
my new store. I only shop at Winco now. This is not a paid endorsement, but it should be Winco. If you're the powers that be,
Are you serious?
if you want some endorsement, you have it. I am a devotee of Winco.
Really?
Yeah, because I believe I only went to Ralph's for 20 years because it was right out the base of the hill.
Because that's the
right.
closest market we have.
They didn't particularly have a great selection. They don't particularly have a lot of gourmet things. They don't have. It's really base stuff. And then I think maybe 2 years ago, something like 2 years ago,
What?
I started going to Trader Joe's again. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're a weirdo.
I don't know what happened, but I got a I don't know. I got off at Trader Joe's and then didn't go back.
Yeah, crazy. Because that's my favorite.
So then I started going to Trader Joe's all the time because they have a good deal on my kombuchas. I get some fresh juice. I could buy flowers for the bedroom. I could yada, yada, yada. So I'd go in there a couple times a week. And then I just happened to be in San Marcos a lot. And I said, what's this Winco? So I went over there. And Winco, to me, in my estimation, it's like Major Market, Trader Joe's, and Costco and Walmart Foods, the food section of Walmart. If you put them all together, they had a baby, that's what Winco is.
Okay, I only went in there for a minute with you, but you just compared them to Trader Joe's. And what was the other one? What was the first one you said?
Major Market.
Okay, Major Market. No, I think Major Market. I've only been there
No.
times too.
No. I'm going to say Major Market definitely. They represent themselves as being a purveyor of top-notch ingredients, like a Bristol Farms.
Oh, hell no.
No. Let's say it like this: they have a very, very elaborate deli section.
Yeah.
They have a nice fishmonger. They have.
They don't look. This is what I'm gonna base my stuff on.
Okay.
If you don't have, and no, you know what? I don't even want to say it because I'm gonna come off sounding like a snob.
What you? No.
I'm not a snob, but
nah.
But when Thanksgiving comes around, I only require one dish. I have to have this one dish for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I feel like it's pretty simple.
What? What did they have?
Listen, I like a sweet potato pancake with caviar.
Yeah.
And nobody has caviar in
That's
Escondido. And it is true. I'm not looking for the super duper expensive. You're
not looking for beluga?
No.
Yeah.
And so I can't find it anymore. I mean, Trader Joe's on occasion has had it, but I cannot guarantee anything. The only store I've ever been guaranteed to get caviar is Gelson's. That's it.
I have even bought,
and I take that back.
Well, you won't let me talk.
Wait, no, yeah. Let me just. Gelson's, when it comes to like a little supermarket chain, yes, you're going to find it at your Whole Foods, and you're going to find it at your higher end Bristol Farms, all that kind of stuff, of course. But we don't have those near us, so there you go. It's difficult to find.
No, I found black caviar for one of those dishes that you're talking about. I found that at Ralph's.
I never had.
Yeah, I found it at Ralph's.
Our Ralph's?
Ours, down at the bottom of the hill.
Never.
Yeah.
I've never found it.
I've been there one time for caviar, and they had it.
Shocker.
Yeah, it was shocking. Yeah. But I'm just telling you, I am so...
So does Winco have it?
What?
Check it out.
I'll check it out. Okay. I'll check it out. But they have everything. And they have bins of dry goods. I've been buying all my dried mangoes there.
Oh,
lovely.
My God. I know.
Lovely.
I've been scarfing on
They're
those.
gorgeous.
They're so good.
Yeah. And Jordan almonds. I love Jordan almonds. You can get them there in the bins. And they're not expensive. You can get all kinds of beans and rice and spices. And you can get all kinds of things. Dried goods of all kinds. Love it. They have a bakery. Yeah, it's okay. They have a decent fishmonger. It's okay.
Do they have like a deli section where you can have like a Major Market section?
No, they don't have it. I mean, maybe they have a, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel the presence of a good deli there, but that's why I said, it's a combination of all those places. It's like, it's not, look, Major Market is not, it's not. Really.
You know what I thought it was, to be honest with you? And I just never had any compelling reason to go in there. It really did seem like one of those like low end, like a food for less kind of things.
Yeah.
So
I do. I mean, I had been passing this thing for months and didn't even bat an eye. Yeah. But that went in there one time and I'm like, wait, all these cool things.
Like, wait, wow, you've got dried mangoes.
Well, you know what it was too is that when you get the beans from the bins, because people are buying beans in such volume, they're always good.
Really?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the 3 times I made beans recently, I didn't have to pull anything out. No halves, no brocks.
I did, but not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot.
No, remember that time we used to go to that place and we went to a place that had bins.
Yeah.
And they always have, because they're constantly moving the beans. Yeah, they always have good beans.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the beans go bad when you leave them too long.
Yeah, because like
They're old.
when you get them at the markets,
Yeah.
it's always crappy.
You don't know how long they've been there. You don't know where they came from. So you have to go through them. Pull out the mold. Pull out the dried.
Oh. Okay. All right. Sorry. So now again, Shabu.
Were we talking about Shabu still?
We were talking about Shabu, but across the parking lot from Shabu is Winco.
Yeah, Winco's a great market. Winco's a great market. Just is good. Love it.
All right.
Yeah. I tell you this though, right? Ralph's does have some pretty decent prices sometimes on like flank steak and stuff like that. Great prices. But Winco, no.
All right. Well, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it's all right. If you don't, look,
I'm not there as often.
It's just a big market.
Yeah.
But it's good.
But when I go to Shabu, I'll go over to Winco.
Yeah. And Shabu, man. Yeah. It's fun. It's really fun. I'll have to say the ambiance still, I like the one in West LA. Mizu Tutorial.
Wait, this is totally different. This is a buffet type of ambiance.
It's totally different. Yeah.
It's not,
But you should have seen when they brought the meat to the table, I was like, are you serious?
Wait, because you were already full?
I was so full. I was
excited.
I wasn't excited at all. I was like, ugh, like that.
I was excited. I had my plate full of all my fresh vegetables,
And by the way,
butternut squash,
you could talk all this smack
and mushrooms.
You could talk all this smack. I tell you right now, I saw the glint in your eye because you had this beautiful little plate. You'd gone to the buffet and got all this cooked stuff, and you came and it was just all laid out really nice on your plate. Yeah. And I could see you kind of like formulating little flavor combinations, and you looked pretty happy.
Wait, are you talking about the ones that were cooked?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the other ones?
The cooked ones. You look pretty happy.
Yeah, but there was a difference. Okay, I was happy because I was so friggin' starving.
Yeah, okay.
I was starving, and we were waiting for the food to come. So I was like, "Oh my god!"
You look pretty happy.
I was, and I picked remember I got like a bite of every little thing.
It was a very cute little plate.
Yeah, because I had a bite of katsu, a bite of the karaage chicken, a bite of the teriyaki chicken, a bite of whatever, something else.
Yeah.
So I had it's like 4 or 5 bites of each one of these things with some steamed rice, and I was like,
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So look, go check them out. Address again? I'm sorry. Do you remember?
575 Grand Avenue.
Beautiful. Go and check it out. I don't think you're disappointed. It's it's not the most traditional Shabu I've ever been to, but wow, really good.
Yeah, and they have the other Shabu. I guess the original Shabu-Works is in Mira Mesa.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Serena Mira Mesa.
But if you're in the North County and you need a shabu spot, here you go.
This is a very good option. Mm-hmm. So go check them out.
The only option.
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know that that's right. I think there's that other one I told you about is over in like Bressie Ranch.
Where's that?
It's like I think Bressie Ranch is north of Carmel Valley.
Oh, okay.
It's in this weird corridor. A corridor I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
But there's another shabu place over there.
Alrighty.
But this one's good. It's really good. And I'll be back. Maybe we should take the boys one of these days.
Oh yeah, the boys will like
the boys will just gobble.
But we're gonna have to take them for lunch. I'm not paying $30.
Yeah, we're gonna take them. We're gonna take them for lunch, and we're gonna look for a Groupon.
They're not gonna have any. They're not gonna have any.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you soon.